The holiday season is here, and the real reason for the season can easily get lost. But one man helping to keep people on track with his massive social media reach is hip-hop legend, rock and roll Hall of Famer, and minister Rev Run. He joins us now to talk about some of his many projects. Let's begin first with talking about the music and your holiday list. Tell us about that.
Well, I have a holiday list of records that I compiled that you can get on the AT&T website. I'm doing a campaign with them called Inspired Mobility. And the list consists of some really good Christmas records, like obviously Run DMC had a record called Christmas in Hollis that's on there. Even further back, another rap Christmas record called Christmas Rappin' by Curtis Blow. Then I have the traditional Bing Crosby. I have a little bit of Luther, a little bit of Anita Baker, some Sade to keep it nice and smooth. So you can get that list. And I've just been out here on the internet and all over social media giving words of wisdom for years. And I'm just telling people, when you put up an inspiring word or encouraging word, to put inspired mobility after it. Put hashtag inspired mobility. So I'm spreading the word and keeping everybody in a positive mindset for the holidays, positive life, positive mind, positive actions.
Mm-hmm. Because this can also be a time when people get down, correct?
Exactly. That's why I'm always here, and I give out, people worry during this time of year, and I give them a word of do your best and forget the rest. Sometimes you have to let go and hope and pray for a little bit of serendipity for God to slip his hand in and to give you some help. Sometimes we take on everything not knowing that God can come in and help. So you can stay in prayer.
It's funny, I was a fan of the reality series Run's House and really recall you ending every show with a message of inspiration. Today, right now, you've got more than 4 million followers on Twitter. Do you think your reach has grown since that time?
Yeah, it's growing every day. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have a bunch of television shows. I have a show that's on the Travel Channel right now. It's called Rev Runs Around the World. That comes on 10 p.m. on Travel Channel. And then I have a cooking show on the Cooking Channel. It's actually the #1 show on the Cooking Channel. And that's called Rev Run Sunday Suppers. So I keep giving these inspirational television shows and these inspirational messages to keep people's spirit up. And I believe that's my calling at this point in my life, is to just keep inspiring.
In many ways, I think your family also helped to create reality TV for families and quality television. Tell me about the premise behind the Supper series. What made you want to do that?
Well, people are out eating. They're doing a lot of fast foods, and they don't sit and talk and love and come together. So I came up with the concept of me. I was getting an empty nest with all my children moving out. I was like, what if I could just put together one night a week, just one night where we all sit down and eat together. Angela, come back home. Diggy, come off the road for a minute. Vanessa, if you can get in, come and sit down with us and have dinner once a week, or even if it's once a month. But it's just a show to show people, let's get back together. Let's get back to the basics of having a meal together, breaking bread, and loving one another. Yeah, so that's Rev Run Sunday Suppers. And actually, that's going to be premiering January 27th on the Cooking Channel to be our 4th season of Rev Run Sunday Suppers. Beautiful.
Now, you were talking about the series on the Travel Channel as well. You've traveled the world. Why do this show?
Well, that was also showing people, it's just imagine the world as a book, and if you stay on one page, that's just staying where you live. Just showing people, get out and about if you can. If you have the means to make moves and show your family other places, even if you have to drive there, or when you have your little vacation, to try to get out of your place so people can learn and your children can experience other cultures. So that's another ministry of mine. I find that these television channels and these places are actually my pulpit. As MTV was my first pulpit, now the Cooking Channel and the Travel Channel. And we have another show, it's a relationship show coming with Tyrese Gibson, who's a very single man, and I'm a very married man, and we're talking to people about relationships, like why is certain men not committing as much these days, and why am I married, and why is Tyrese not married? So when we spoke to Oprah about that, she fell in love with it, and she just pushed everybody out the way, and it's going to come out on January 23rd on the OWN network. So I'm very excited about that. And the name of that show is It's Not You, It's Men. And that's the name of that show, and that's coming.
I like it. people hearing all that you do. How are you managing to do all that?
Well, you know, when you do something that you love, it's not work at all. So I believe that at this period of my life that I'm here to inspire. I'm here to not only myself, but others, and God makes a way and God makes the time. So I'm grateful for all that He's put in my hands to share with the world and the talents and inspiring people. You know, I'm really excited that AT&T called me and with this campaign, and I'm giving out words of wisdom and telling people to put hashtag inspired mobility after every time they put something up on the internet. You know, just getting a call from AT&T to get involved with them was an honor. You know, so I'm very grateful that I can get these words of wisdom out, and I can continue a conversation across the world of inspired mobility. And people are putting up words of wisdom. And that's all I'm asking is if you just put that hashtag behind it, it'll help me a lot, and it'll help the world to become more positive on the internet. These days they have many cyberbullying and all this stuff, but if we can get more and more people putting up positive things, the world will be a better place.
Rev Run, thank you so much for your time. It is so good to speak with you.